If you're serious about building an aesthetic physique, one that turns heads, don't skip this. This isn't for people who kind of want it. It's for people who want it big, are tired of looking in the mirror and seeing no results. If that's you, keep watching. I know exactly who you are. You've been lifting consistently, eating clean, you've been doing all these things that people are telling you to do, but you're not seeing any results. You come home from the gym every single day, look in the mirror and think, nothing's changing. That's me. I used to be you. That right there was me. Let me give you a little background on my story. My name's Alex, and in 2.5 years, I went from this to this physique. I'm 17 right now, and I started lifting when I was 14. I've been lifting for about 2.5 years. So when I first started lifting, right, nobody was there to help me. Nobody's there to mentor me like I am there for you right now. When I first started, it was like a guessing game. Oh, how many reps do I do? How many sets do I do? What exercise do I do? Am I doing this right? How's my form? All these questions, I had no clue. So I watched a lot of fitness creators, and the thing about these fitness creators was they would say a lot of different things. They would oppose each other, so I'd be so confused, I had no clue what to do. That's why I'm making this to make it simple for everybody. Now, when I started weightlifting, I trained hard, ate consistently, but I followed the cookie cutter plan. The cookie cutter plan is basically something where it's a plan that's supposed to work for everybody, except that's not a thing. The cookie cutter plan, it's not a thing. Okay, and anybody who tells you that is wrong. Now, I did all these things. I ate chicken and rice. I basically dialed it completely in on my nutrition, but nothing was changing. And I hadn't realized the things like hormone optimization, nutrient timing, these things play such a massive part in actually building up a good physique. Especially, I will say, in the lower belly fat area. So right down here, this area right here, that's your hormones. If you still have belly fat right there, that's your hormones controlling it. You could be lean, you could still have a little bit of belly fat there because your hormones are not optimized. Your testosterone and your growth hormone levels. That's something I had to learn by myself. And that's something that, that'll work for everybody because if you change those habits that kind of play into that belly fat right there, that'll change you. But before I started doing all of that, I was so frustrated. I would go to the gym every single day, show up, and nothing was happening. I looked like this. Look at me. I looked like that. And now I look like this. But that's not, I don't want you to only follow me because of my transformation physique. I want you to follow me because you believe in me as a coach and I can actually change your life. Now, one thing that everyone preaches, it's sort of a myth, is consistency. Consistency is good, of course it is. But you know what's better than consistency? Discipline. Discipline. Because being consistent for a few weeks, that's good. But what happens after those few weeks? You start to get a little bit bored. You start to kind of get sluggish. What happens then? No, that's where discipline comes in. If you have discipline, it's going to be a breeze for you, man. It's going to be so easy. All right? Discipline is all you need. That's all I'm asking for you to be able to follow my instructions and have that discipline. Let me give you an analogy about what discipline is going to do to your life. Every single time you go to the gym, it's going to be like putting a deposit into the bank. Now, obviously, one deposit is not going to do much. But if you compound that over time and interest, you're set for life, man. That's what discipline is going to do to you. It's completely change your life. Same thing with how, let's say, you're building a Lego set. You're building a Lego set, right? And then you have mixed pieces. You don't know what goes where. No, you can't have that. You need a blueprint. You need some sort of instructions to know what to do. That's what I'm here for. You need to eat clean all day. That's not true. You need to have a strategy, not a salad. You need strategy, all right? Strategy is what's going to get you there. You could be eating, hypothetically, McDonald's all day and make progress. Obviously, it's not good for you, but I'm trying to give you an example that eating clean is not what's going to get you jacked, okay? Another common myth is training for the pump. Now, of course, getting a pump in, it feels great, and you'll feel like a superhero that day. But after that, pumps aren't what gives you muscle. Mechanical load is what gives you muscle. Now, what that means is, let's say you're doing progressive overload, where basically every single time you work out and do that same exercise, you'll up the weight and you'll up the reps. Now, the thing about that is, if you're just looking for a pump, you could do 20 reps, right? But that's basically cardio. Building muscle, the last 5 reps only matter. That's the big thing that everyone needs to understand. That's why when you see people doing 12 reps, that's useless. You're putting on extra fatigue on your body for no reason. That's why doing around the 5 to 6 rep range is just perfect for most exercises. It really is. Because if you're doing stuff like 12 reps, those first 7 reps don't matter. They don't. They're not doing anything except giving you more fatigue, meaning you have to wait longer to do the next exercise. Another common myth is that supplements are like, magic. That's not true at all. Think of it like this. Supplements is like decorating a house. If the house doesn't have a good foundation, what's decorating it going to do? It's the same thing with literally putting seasoning on an empty plate. It's not going to do anything. There's no food there. You need to build up a base before you start to add extra stuff like that. And I'm not talking about steroids. I'm talking about like creatine and, pre-work, all these different things. Yeah, they'll help. But will they change your physique magically? No, not at all. And that's a common mistake I hear people say. So here's what I did to change my physique. I dialed in my hormones, I optimized my nutrition and my sleep, and I changed the way I trained completely. And I changed my whole mindset. The whole thought process of building muscle completely changed. That's when my gains started to explode. And that's what I want to help you guys with as well. I built a program that fits my goals, and that specifically helps me. The issue here is that you've been trying to figure out alone all this time, and clearly it hasn't been working. You need someone to help you. If you're watching this and you're ready to build the physique that you've been dreaming about and thinking about for years, then apply below. I only work with a few serious guys who want real transformations, all right? I don't work with people who just think they want it. No, I need people who want it bad, or else I won't work with you. This isn't a course, it's a transformation. Built for you, coached by me. Click below now. Let's get you that body that speaks for itself.